Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Orinda and I am a Dutch expert who lives in England. And today I like to talk about that foreigners are sometimes or most of the times mistaking that the German language is the same as the Dutch language or Netherlandish. That's not true. It is true that we are a Germanic language and that's all um, existing from when the continents were not formed as the continents we know now. So I believe that the Africa, etc., was still intact uh, with our continent, Europe, and it is like it was in the time that there were a lot of nomads, and but the German language is different from Dutch. So I think a lot of foreigners make that mistake because you got Dutch, Netherlandish, and Deutsch, German. That means that um, so it's one letter difference, and that is the E of in Deutsch. Um, some words are similar than German, and but the grammar and sound is different. Let me give you some examples, and I always make the example with the line. Let me take it. The line "I love you." So in Dutch, Netherlandish. So I will call it for now Netherlandish and German. Netherlandish is "Ik hou van jou," and in German it's "Ich liebe dich." So you hear it's very different than my native language, Dutch. I will give you some more examples so you can see what the difference is. For example, good morning. In Dutch, Netherlandish, it's goedemorgen. And in German, it's guten Morgen. Like I said, it's similar but still different. And it's just, how can I say this? Has nothing to do, and I forgot to say that. It has nothing to do with that the Netherlands were occupied by the German in the Second World War. So it's even earlier than that. It's like I said, when the continents were still not the continents we know. Next one is bye bye or goodbye. In Dutch is doei doei, and in German it's tschüss or tschüss. And maybe you ask yourself, why do you know German? Well, it's our neighbor country, but we always, the Dutch are always known for that we can pick up language easy. And in high school or in secondary school, we getting a lot of language. Even pre school, we already get language. And children are watching like Dora the Adventure or what was the other one, the Chinese one? Well, let me tell you, there is a lot of language you can use when you're in secondary school, and that is German, French, English, English is the most common that we speak. That is our second language. You got now Chinese and Spanish as well. And those are the most common language you learn. But there is a point in maybe the way you go on school and you can drop the language. Other languages that are being given at school, but not necessarily become a language that people or children choosing, is like Latin and Greek and maybe Japanese. But the three languages, English, Spanish, and Chinese, is given on at school because of the trading and because it's one of 5 languages that is been most spoken in the world. French and German is most of the time a subject subclass because French and German are our neighboring countries. So that is one of the reasons I do speak Deutsch, German. And we have a lot of German, not as much as French, but more German TV and programs on the Dutch television. Of course, there are other ethnic people that are living in the Netherlands, like Italians, Moroccan, Turkish, and another few that has come settling down in the Netherlands. So in one way you can still use the stereotypical type that you foreigners have of Dutch people, but in one way you can't do that anymore because we are so multicultural. And I said it before, I will show you and will talk more also about the Indonesian and Moluccan culture and history, because that's also part of me. I'm half Indonesian, half Dutch, if you can say it plain, right? But if you go have a look at my DNA test, I'm more like half European, half Asian, and that's how I identify myself with. So let's take another example, and that is, for example, motorway or highway. In Dutch it's called snelweg, and in German it's autobahn. So you see, it's different words, but it's the same. Another example is, for example, Christmas. In Dutch it's called Kerstmis. In German it's Weihnachten. And like I said, some words are similar. Maybe sound is different, or you use it in a different grammar. The last example is street. In Dutch is straat, and in German it's Strasse. And you see this very weird symbol and that's we call that the double S. And you speak it out like a double S, Stasse. But it's been written like that. So there are a lot to tell more about the language, but I want to keep it a bit clear and clean so you guys can understand it. Hope you do now. And so Dutch and Deutsch are two different languages. Well, I hope you understand it. If you have any questions, or for example about the Dutch culture or Dutch history, let me know. Maybe I can make a little video for you about it. And well, I will see you next week. Doei doei!